Hey, how's it going everybody? Mr.AfterGames here. So this is Xbox Developer Direct Livestream 2024, and start this off in a second. I want to plug in my headphones to hear the sound. Sound. Okay, good. Let me see if my broadcast is, I can hear it properly. If the sound is too high, I'll lower it a bit down. Okay, so we have some different developers. This is Obsidian.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment.
Welcome to Obsidian
I'm so proud to share
Entertainment.
with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG,
Let me connect
Avowed.
again so I can have some
Avowed
sound.
is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret
This is interesting.
in the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity.
Oh, this is Avowed, yeah. Really cool.
We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters,
So it's a first person, yeah. That's for sure. Probably no options to go to a third person. It still looks alright.
More about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide
So you have a lot of
types.
different enemies.
It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities,
Nice.
powerful melee attacks, blocks,
What do you think of the game?
and special attacks.
It has like, you'll have a lot of different powers
If you choose to approach
you
combat
can
with
play
a one-handed
and switch
it's
between.
quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability,
Ha,
you
hi,
can stop
buddy.
enemies in their tracks,
Hi,
giving you the
Batman.
opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat.
So you can customize your loadouts.
Whatever you want. Equip a
That's
sword and shield
pretty cool.
and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even
Nothing. The
feel like a
just
gun
started. We just started. This is Avowed. Probably you've heard about it.
and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living lands. As you're exploring, you come across
Okay.
the bodies of these fallen soldiers.
You can get
And as you
their
explore the remains of the battle,
inventory,
it's
I
up to you to
guess.
determine who, if
Ah,
anyone,
and decide who's the who's to blame.
Four of
That's
us.
cool.
Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes.
The animation it's quite cool, to be honest.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable
Don't know why
zombies.
the
I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got
Maybe.
separated from everyone else.
I'll try to make
I
it
can't
smaller
face those
so
monsters,
the resolution is
but I
better.
have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
Bad
Heard it
jokes
all
over
off
here.
And loud. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why's he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it?
Not my
It's
fault.
not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest.
Okay.
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we
No,
wanted
keep it
a
full
Valve
screen.
setting to feel rich, weird,
Rich, weird, and wonderful.
We found
That's cool.
inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures.
I think it's a bit of delay in what game is that? This is Avowed. Avowed.
With the dull,
I think that's how it's pronounced.
spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions
I wish it would be
but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp.
third person, not first
If
person.
you're wandering the
That's
wastes
just
of
me.
Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the
Yeah,
distance
graphics looks alright.
a
Yeah,
jewel
you're
of
right.
color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little
I
danger.
think they're leaving Indiana Jones for last.
Look at Avowed. We're
I'm
thrilled to
sure
share more about
we're
the
gonna
game
see some
in coming
gameplay
months,
today.
and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Let me see. It has been announced in live chat. Okay. That's the first time I'm giving memberships. Just wanted to see how that feels. All good. Sorry, you didn't get one, but it's just automatic. I can't do anything. Alright, so this one was Avowed. Fall 2024. Now we're going to Ninja Theory studio. And what do we get here? What game is this? Should be a good one. Yeah, I know, buddy. No problem. Oh, this is the Hellblade, yeah. I can't wait for this one. I can't wait. Hopefully it's gonna be... hopefully we're gonna see some gameplay today.
An immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Do you know about the Hellblade? Are you waiting for this game?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way.
Please show us gameplay, guys. We've seen a lot of trailers.
Little by little, this settlement
Mm-hmm. Should be a good game.
became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to
This
see
looks like a
her new
first-person game,
perspective as a beacon of hope.
by the looks of
And
it.
she'll discover along with us how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Oh no, actually third. No, we'll see. Maybe we have first and third person.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the
Cambridge
of
University.
Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and
Nice
hostile
one.
environments, seeking answers from patterns and
Yeah,
signs
graphics are really
that
cool.
seem
I am
to be
shocked.
and
Well, I
battling
wanna
through
see
encounters
gameplay,
with
though.
enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
Because you know, in trailers they can look good.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew,
Oh,
and a new cast.
she's Saga.
We spent a lot of time planning
Okay.
motion capture shoots, thinking
Yeah, I thought
what
she looks familiar.
bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
I haven't played the first one though,
One of our key goals was the ability.
and fingers crossed this one will be on Game Pass.
It does feel
I need to renew my Game Pass.
but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey.
Oh.
We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better
Come
than
on,
anyone
show us
knows, and I
gameplay,
do.
guys.
Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces, and then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume.
I think it's a good feeling to do a game.
It's a
to make a
great
game.
experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio
Looks like it's survival horror, yeah.
a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's
Hellblade
story.
2. Let me see
We'll
what's
ask you to do a few
on
reference
Wiki.
gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible.
How it's
And you see a scene or you
classified.
see a small section of the game and you're like,
upcoming action adventure.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's not horror.
Senua experiences
Maybe some
reality
horror elements
and
sprinkled
apart
on
from
top.
this, manifest in the voices he hears. These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is
Yeah, you
perfect
could
because
hear.
through headphones you
Yeah.
surround yourself in a
Even the trailer.
In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential
Yeah.
to be binaural, so everything is
Looks awesome.
spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience. Music is a strange language in the sense that
Fast
it
and
speaks
deep.
to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade.
They've put a lot of work in it. And the music too.
On the music,
Nice.
we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
I remember when they they sang at the Game Awards.
Their meaning in the music, it really
There was one
connects
trailer
to
there.
the game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Really nice. Can't wait to see this one.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory
We'll see if this one is
is to carve
2024,
life-changing art
I
with
think.
game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade II, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate
I
to
love
what
the
she's
music.
going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all
Ninja-
of her work.
Ninja
through every
Theory.
ninja.
This is a nice
So,
studio.
We all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Our
Come on,
focus is
release
not
date,
only to
guys.
create a game that is
Give us
great to
something.
play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey
Nah.
that you can embark on
PlayStation
May
has
21st.
good games as well. Come on, buddy. Let's get real. But yeah, there are some good games in Xbox side as well. I give you that. This will be one of them for sure. And we'll wait and see. May 21st. Ooh, that's close. No user waiting in your lobby. What's that? Square Enix. Okay. This is surprising. I think I saw something about this game. Don't remember when.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at
no.
Square Enix. 聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユー
Visions
ザー
of
の
Mana.
皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて
Mhm.
大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる
For
聖剣
anime
伝説
fans.
シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに、個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され、長らく愛されてきました。
Okay. 17 games.
30年以上
Whoa.
の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説として
Will this be exclusive? I'm assuming, being a
鋭意制作中です。
Square
フィール
Enix
ドでは
Xbox
自然
game.
や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
It looks like Legends of Zelda. Very similar. Very similar. They copied a lot. The environments, the landscape is pretty much the same.
聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Greece.
Koichi Ishii.
I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players.
I'm curious if all these are coming to Xbox Game
シリー
Pass.
ズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性から モデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
Looks funny.
聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から、自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで
Could have some connections to Final Fantasy games. But you know, we're gonna get Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PlayStation.
聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない
I think tomorrow I'm gonna have another live stream playing The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered.
新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリア
It's a really cool character.
見た目やアルマジルによく似た仙山港や
Yorkshire Terrier. Yeah, it looks like
具
it.
体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
Feels like a big world, open world.
過去様々なコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、
Yeah, you can ride animals.
素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に
This is another 2024, I'm assuming.
新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレス
There are some cool Xbox games this year.
インタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Action RPG.
空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として、聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい
Sonic Frontiers. You can jump a lot. She can go super high.
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
This summer. June, July? Ah, they are not saying. Okay, so this year for sure summer. From June to August. Probably they'll go for July, I'm thinking, because there are not a lot of games releasing usually in the summer. Oxide. This is like a Japanese inspired game.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization.
Oh, I
V.
know.
We came together to create something new.
How is
and
this
innovative
called?
in a
Arca,
genre we
I
all
think.
love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Oh yeah, Aria.
Ara is an homage to historical
Ara.
gamers, strategy gamers,
A-R-I-A.
4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of
Similar
the
to
genre love,
Civilization.
where you explore the world, expand your nation,
Yeah, super
govern your
similar.
people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre. Push it
Next
forward
one
in
is gonna be
modern,
Indiana Jones.
empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
Hopefully we'll get
For
some
example, we
gameplay,
have over 100 instruments
or
on
at least a
display in the
trailer
office,
and a
which
release
are
date.
all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and
6 games, yeah.
expand the
Or
game.
5, I
and
think,
make it
5
really
games.
good.
5 games.
Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara. The historical
It really looks like a board
presents
game,
living
seeing
world
from
where you
from
can
above.
rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic
I think
choices
Blade is
while still having
2025.
agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their
Blade,
unique perspective
okay.
and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact
Yeah,
of their decisions,
2025.
we would see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into
Ara.
Ara is what we call the living world.
Yeah,
It's a
5 games
procedurally
is
generated
good.
alternate Earth,
It's
bursting
really
with
good.
life. An intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects
Are
the
you gonna
choices
buy
players make over the course of the game.
Suicide
They can
Squad?
see everything
Just
from
kill the
settling
Justice
of
League?
wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves
Nice.
their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military
might.
Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs. In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard
Nice.
to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and
It looks like
game-changing
Pharaoh.
abilities to the nation that constructs
Very
them.
old game.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players
Clash
honing
of
and
Clans.
combining the natural
Yeah.
resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and
This game
reacting to
reminds
their
me of
opponent's moves. In
Heroes
Ara,
of Might and
all
Magic
players' actions are resolved at the
4.
same time,
or
This
3.
rewards players' ability to
Yeah,
navigate
3. I
uncertainty,
played that a
to
lot
predict
with
and
my friends
strategically plan for a variety of scenarios
back
in the moment.
like
This
20 years
system
ago.
makes Aura just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing
simultaneous play.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include.
Wow,
For
Sagrada
Aura, we wanted
Familia.
to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked
Mosque,
at cultures and
pagodas.
societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Aura has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique
This looks cool, to be honest. I think this will be a Game Pass for sure.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
Nobody wants to get killed by
It's been
cougars.
years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Aura is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen
Come
to
on,
players
Indiana
and support
Jones,
the
come
game
on.
into the future.
Let's go.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
History Untold. Fall. Okay. So later on this year. PC and PC Game Pass. So no Xbox on this one. This won't be Xbox. And now Machine Games. Yeah, here we go, Indiana Jones. Let's go, Indiana Jones. Let's go. Machine Games Studio.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige.
Oh, they are from Sweden.
We are really excited to finally be able to
Let's
share
go.
our work on Indiana Jones.
And the Raiders of Lost
Since
Ark.
the first film
Okay,
came out,
so that's the
Indiana
title.
Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even
Oh,
today,
these are
it's one of the most
okay.
iconic franchises in pop
There are a lot of titles.
In this game, you
Yeah.
aren't just playing as Indy, you
Indiana
are
Jones.
Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of...
Come on,
he was
show
gonna
us gameplay,
have.
guys.
And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive.
Okay.
And just that excitement.
Come on, let's
led
see
to the whole
something.
project, and they have
I
just
want a
been so
trailer.
trusting
Let's go.
and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of
Hogwarts
this my
Legacy
whole life,
DLC.
and I
No,
couldn't be more excited to show you
they
what the team
won't
here has
show
been up
that.
to. Let's take our first
Okay,
look at the
let's
new
see.
Indiana
Let's see.
Jones
Let's
game.
see. Let's go.
Let me tell you what you are missing.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Okay, so it's a cinematic
You
trailer.
were playing your pointless game. I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning. Instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Indeed. Ah, first person. God damn it. I'll still play it, but expecting for third person.
There's different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just
Tons of puzzles, for sure, to do.
to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
I'm not very impressed with the graphics, to be honest.
Throughout history, mankind has built sites of
Still we got something. It's more of a trailer, but I can see it's a third person. It's a first person game.
you get a perfectly aligned circle. I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me,
Boom.
it ain't a walk in the park.
So you can use the gun in the...
What do you mean if I can keep up?
Okay. Yeah, this looks more like a AA game, to be honest. Doesn't look like a AAA game. Maybe because the studio was not that big.
Protector of the Chirkulimani. The Great Circle.
Circle, the Great Circle. Okay. Looks interesting, but I was expecting more. I had high hopes for
Do
it.
you have any idea how old that was?
So yeah, first opinions. Yeah, it's a 2A game. It's not a
Indiana
AAA
Jones
game.
is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories.
Good.
Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
Not AAA game.
He's a brilliant
sadly.
archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal
See, that's the thing. I was expecting first person, but I was hoping for third person.
We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure
I'm
is
disappointed.
key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving
Yeah, puzzle solving. I'll like that. That's for sure.
seeing your knuckles go bloody.
I'm all into the puzzles.
All of these moments are much more intense in first person.
No.
But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with a hat,
Only
and
first.
whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view. Indiana
Maybe.
Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade.
Maybe it's third person as well.
When our
We'll
game
see.
begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular
I'm curious
relic
if
was
it's open world or semi-open
things
world.
aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Maybe in fact. Stop.
Morse code.
Indeed.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be indie if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
And not die.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with a revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
Okay, interesting.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing
DLC for what game?
To your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
Yeah, of course.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas,
so a lot of
we look
locations.
at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich,
We'll see,
vibrant
we'll see.
worlds.
Anyhow, if it's on Game Pass,
also had the goal of making it
I'll
feel
try it for
like a
sure.
true cinematic Indiana Jones
I'm expecting end of the year,
One of the biggest ways to do that
end of the
is
year
with
release. Maybe November, December.
John Williams is the original composer
winter
the
for
films,
sure.
And we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture
I'm
Williams'
sure they're
essence
still
with his
working
score
on it.
for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other
Okay,
main
so another
protagonist.
character.
Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting
That's
to the
cool.
bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths
So you can
are
play with both.
intertwined,
That's cool.
and they'll need
Two
each
characters.
other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay then, let's see if we can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're
Nice.
both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense
Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that
Yeah.
mixes melee
Game-
combat,
gunplay.
stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick
Boom.
up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head.
That was nice.
And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see
Whip.
in the movies, one of our goals
Whiplash.
has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in
Boom.
combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip. And hopefully a little bit
Nice.
more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there
Can't
are a
wait to
handful of puzzles
play
in
the
main map,
puzzles.
but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
And secrets, yeah, that would be cool.
Is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything
Exactly.
could potentially
It's
hide
full
a
of-
secret. The more
full
you
of
look,
secrets.
the more you'll discover.
So no rush with this one.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these
We'll see.
rollercoaster
Let's see
experiences
for a
with
release
huge
date,
set
hopefully.
pieces, surprising twists and immersive narratives. It's exciting for
The
us.
thing
that
is,
we
if
have
it's
delivered to the Indiana Jones franchise.
if they say December,
It's such an authentic
that could
experience
slip
while still
to
being able to
next year.
showcase what makes us us. We are
We'll see.
making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce
see.
that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will
Later
be coming
this year.
later this
Okay.
year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Can't wait to give it a go. Game Pass. Ooh, nice. So it's gonna be on the Game Pass. Day one, I hope. They haven't said it specifically. Okay, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Okay, I think that was it for today. We had a lot of trailers. Of course, Indiana Jones was the best one out there. But still cool games to come. No.
Is it animals, children, and game
December
developers?
maybe. If they haven't said, it's gonna be probably November or December or October, let's say, end of the year.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay happy.
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
You aren't just playing as
You are
Indy,
Indiana
you
Jones.
are Indiana Jones.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Yeah, Hellblade. That'll be cool. And then Indiana, end of the year probably. Okay, that's a wrap. I'll close the video here. Thank you for being here. Nope. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Batman, for being here. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. Tomorrow, as I said, I'll be having the live stream.
The Prince of Persia franchise has a long and storied history, which spans 4 different timelines and 11 games.
Tomorrow I'll be having a live stream playing The Last of Us Part 2. So stick around for that, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.